Henrik Lundqvist is being inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame this coming week.
Yeah.
And this is a curveball for you. This is a hard one.
Yeah.
Who is the more decorated New York Ranger, in your opinion? Mark Messier or Henrik Lundqvist?
Oh, that's not difficult at all. It's Mark Messier.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah. We're in a bottom line business here. I feel like he carried the city on his shoulders. I feel the weight of that C on a sweater is a real thing. And while Hank deserves all the accolades and backstopping the Rangers and getting them to the Cup final and all those great years, and I'm not sure he always had great teams in front of him, but he was always great and kept Rangers in those games. But it's Messier for me, and not just because he would cross-check me in the teeth if I had said otherwise.
I was going to say you might have to be careful when you answer that one, but I think it's definitely a tough response. I've asked this question in the past, and I think a lot of my generation would say Lundqvist just because lifelong Ranger, spent his whole career with one team, where Messier
Yep.
won a lot of cups in Edmonton. But then again, Messier is the hero, Henrik is the king. It's two different things. But
yeah, the hero and the king, right? So and for Messier, yes, he won the other cups elsewhere, but he changed the fate of the organization for me. I think people look differently at the Rangers when Messier showed up. There's some legendary stories, and maybe you have heard it, maybe you haven't. Like his day one in the Ranger dressing room. Did you ever hear about the trash can? Did you ever hear about that one?
no, what's that?
So apparently Mess sat down in his stall at the Garden in the dressing room, and he couldn't see everybody's eyes. He couldn't see the face of every player. They were like these, trash cans. Hey, if you've been in an NHL dressing room, as I know you have, there's tons of trash everywhere, right? There's stick tape and all sorts of disgusting things, on the floor and everything. So you need trash cans. But I guess Mess had all the trash cans in the middle of the room removed. He wanted to be able to see and look into the eyes of every single player in the room. And that's kind of one of those legendary behind-the-scenes stories, as I understand it. And, one of the reasons he was such a great captain, such a great leader, and maybe the greatest leader and captain in all of sports, not just hockey.